Hello and welcome back. We are Magic Academy. I am your head seeker today, Randall Brown, and this is Magic Academy. We are joined today by the exquisite Evelyn.
Yesterday, I watched a 1-hour video about the relationship between John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
The dazzling Doofus Domain Cleric.
I didn't come up with a one-liner, so this is the best you get.
The chaotic Kate.
Me and Evelyn are wearing a similar color palette today.
The cutesy Kavika. I wanted to say kick it. I was trying not to.
I got nothing.
Tell me.
Thank God.
And the sensational Sarah.
I thought you were going to say supple, and I was going to be like, yeah, that's right. The supple yet firm Sarah.
Welcome in. We're playing Crown of the Oathbreaker. You can be part of the Magic Academy, making sure that you like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. While we're doing that, let's jump into today's episode of Crown of the Oathbreaker.
Wait.
I just want to go through and edit.
Oh my god,
all of our...
nice Kermit hat.
Oh, thanks. It can be found at
Actually, no, I can add that to a
That's so
soundboard. I could just start adding vine booms.
Oh my god, please.
Randall.
Oh my god, please. Oh my god. I'm begging you.
What was that
I'm
video
begging
you were telling me about yesterday that has like a bajillion
Minecraft Civilization.
Parkour Civilization. Is it a Minecraft thing? We don't have time.
Yeah, Parkour Civilization.
We don't have
yes.
time to get into this.
Sorry. Whence last we left off.
One more time.
We're in a tomb and see fine boom. I heard it in my head. And we were looking around, seeing what's there, looking for this key that casts knock on more doors than regular knock does, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Obviously, a knock plus. So have it. Words are not for everyone. And you guys met a little friendly poo, the ironglutter. I think that was the name. Yes. And they were crawling around and being like, "Sup, fam? Want to have fun? Want to dance?" And you were like, "No." So Lord Fel took one of those those datal rights machines and went poop, poof, not poop, and poofed it on top of the ironglutter, and it fell down. What was it? What did I have? 12 stories, which was
240 feet.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
And when you say ironglutter, all I can think of, I can hear it in Macho Man Randy Savage's voice. I'm the ironglutter. Oh god, that hurt. I'm done. Remember me as I was.
Eshkil Rantosiaz is still back with the Grandmaster Arlen looking at books. But before we get to you, Lucky Six, we're gonna do a little scene, a little GM scene, because I've been loving those. So we're gonna pop over to a friend. Evelyn,
What?
roll me a d6.
Oh, I don't have my dice, so I have to roll it in here. Oh god. 3.
Awesome. We'll start with Brawl. If I can have the four of you remove your headphones, I will give a thumbs up when I am ready for you to join back in.
I am terrified.
As you guys have taken down the beasts in the area, you feel a small presence kind of push against your brain. What have you there?
What? Fel, if you're getting in my head, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you.
No, I'm not that child.
Okay. I'm Drawl, and I definitely know who you are, mysterious stranger.
Names are not important. The thing is we have a mutual enemy and I could use some help.
Go on. Drawl is just kind of staring at the ceiling, just like wondering where the disembodied voice is coming from.
You want to take down the queen and the princess?
I think that's what we're doing right now, yes. That detail's been kind of hazy.
And what would you give for that?
I'm kind of broke right now. Do you take IOUs?
Sure. I could do that.
What do you want?
Keep doing what you're doing. It's important that you succeed.
Oh, we're gonna succeed. That I don't think that's been in question yet. But what do you want from me?
I don't think have I made myself unclear? I want you to succeed. I want you to take down the queen. I want you to kill that queen. And her spawn.
I like what you're peddling, Magic Man.
We have a deal.
I'm going to continue what I'm doing. You can root from the sidelines if you like, but you're not really giving me anything to work with here. You're saying you want something from me. You want me to kill them. Okay, we were already planning on doing that. So what do you get out of it?
My motives are my own. I appreciate you for being so helpful. And I'm appreciative of our deal. And they will,
Hold on.
They will
I asked if you accept
rescind
IOUs. I
from
didn't accept
your-
anything.
your
Motherfucker.
head. They will be gone from your head. And, I just put you on the map twice. Sorry, my bad. I'm going to add a potion of superior healing to your inventory, which will manifest.
This is not. I am not going to regret this later at all.
And as everyone comes back, you are able to kind of regain your senses and see that your party's still around. You're still in this tomb, trying to figure out what's going on. You guys are free to do whatever you like. What are you guys doing?
I'm still looking at the ceiling, just like, okay, so is that normal?
Running from the monster?
Nobody else heard the Magic Man.
Not even answering, just running from the monster.
I'm very far away. I have no idea that you're even talking.
I'm running and just like,
We
this
have-
is not, is this normal? Am I going?
We have
How did I
bigger.
get here?
Arturo's gonna grab Drawl by the elbow and be like, "Come on!" and run, run and talk, run and tell me.
Yeah. We should go. We should go.
should definitely.
In fact, I'm like a few stories up.
But you're like, let's go.
I'm leaving a dust trail as I go.
Yeah, I feel like Drawl just paused for a second, just kind of looking up, and then Arturo's grabbing their arm, like, what the are you doing? Go!
Yeah, like, let's go.
Okay,
you all
I
are
start running in confusion.
climbing up, clambering out of this tomb, trying to find your way out. You hear the sounds of that beast pinned down by the large mechanical weight, screaming up above, just this gurgling sound. And as you guys all continue to keep running and running through, are you all leaving the tomb immediately? Is that the primary goal? Just leave the tomb?
I think as I run by the door with the dragon, I'm gonna go, there's a giant worm down there that eats metal, and then keep going.
Yeah.
With that taken care of, yeah, I think we should just.
I like the idea that we're staggered to the point where we all do it, just like in different ways. You know what I mean?
It's like Scooby-Doo. We're all running through different doorways in a hallway trying to find our way out.
I yell it in Draconic as my means of showing off.
You're like,
No one,
big
because we're all
evil
scattered.
monster! Ah!
Because each one of you goes by, every single one, there's just more disappointment. And he just kind of looks down like, I don't have metal on me.
It also likes to eat people. I don't know what you want.
Also, not a people, a dragon.
It eat.
I don't think it much
It
cares.
We scared.
It did
we
eight.
Scared.
It's certainly
It
4 plus 4
ate.
to us.
It run, it attack, but more importantly, it snack.
Exactly. And I'm a snack.
And
Okay.
it doesn't take long before you're all able to get outside, staggering your way through outside of the tomb. As you bust open through the doors, each of you individually is going to realize that it is raining outside.
Oh shit.
And you're going to look up, you're going to see the sky covered with this purple mist, this haze that seems to come over as a cloud above. The clouds sink low with their dark purple etherealness, and green energy and lightning crackles in between it.
The clouds didn't look like that before. Did they?
Not this far away.
So it's spreading.
Right. We should probably find a place to hunker down.
Yes, somewhere clear of the rain.
Is like the entrance to the tomb also like a cave?
Yeah, it kind of turns cave-like as you go more towards the entrance. You hear the
Okay.
sounds of the water kind of bouncing off of the rocks, and the smell isn't that warm, cozy smell of a good night rain. It is the smell of a putrid and sulfur-like smell.
Man.
Love.
Well, yeah, we should probably hunker down for a minute. I don't mind getting hit by the rain for a minute. I can try and gather some firewood or something.
I don't think going into the rain is a good idea. I think we're better off waiting for it to pass. Besides, do we really need firewood when we've got people who can cast fire spells? Surely someone can
Fireball.
create I was thinking of create bonfire, but
Light a campfire, you'll be warm for a night. Cast fireball, you'll be warm the rest of your life.
it won't be very long.
I don't have that, but I can always, if necessary, I can create fire. I can use firebolt to at least create a temporary fire. If we don't have any kindling, well, I can at least do this. And I touch Alan's tunic and cast Prestidigitation, so I can warm 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour. So
Aw.
you sort of have warmers.
Ah, well, that's
Cool.
very
Let's get used to that.
that's a very good use of that spell.
I do have a tinderbox.
Tinderbox. I think I've got one as well.
I can also press to digitize and just make
Yeah.
fire happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
always use torches.
what is it? It's not specific. What is the campfire actually made out of? Like It could be
Yeah.
anything. I'll just like pile of shit and now it's on fire. That's cool.
Yeah. Put a bunch
The
of
environment!
torches, put like 5 torches in like a circle, have the center in the middle. That's pretty much a campfire.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is the
you
rules of
guys-
D&D don't apply?
Build a small fire and are able to hear the rain coming down, but the sound of the crackling, burning fire.
So, no one else heard Weird Magic Dude's voice back there.
Weird magic dude.
The
Yeah.
constructor guy?
I don't know. They just said that they want us to kill the queen and her child. And it said, glad to have a deal, and they gave me a potion. I didn't know I made a deal. I said, do you accept IOUs? And apparently they just took it and ran with it.
Oh my god. You didn't see the. You didn't
Out of character,
see
my
the...
response.
Right.
Sorry.
Like, no,
Wait a
it's
minute. So there's a mysterious voice talking to you,
Do you give it?
and we're dealing with fey creatures, and you gave it an IOU.
I did not say I give it an IOU. I said, do you accept IOUs? And this is a pleasure. I appreciate this deal. I'm like, hold on. And they disappeared and quit talking. I hope someone else heard them too. But I got a
No.
potion.
Heard them. Don't drink that potion.
What kind of well,
It is, I'm assuming I would know it's a potion of superior healing.
Mhm.
It just said, keep doing what we're doing, and they want us to kill the queen.
Do you have a history of hearing voices?
I mean, not like in my head. Like at first I thought it was like Fel getting in my head for a minute, and I thought I was going to punch him, but it didn't sound like him after a while. And he does, I'm not sure if he makes deals.
Sorry. Should have called him a twink.
Using my telepathy, I enter Droll's head and just say, "Oh, don't worry. You'll know when I'm in your head."
I hate that. And we're going to talk about boundaries later.
Yeah.
Good luck with that conversation.
Droll, you said that the weird magic dude wants us to kill the queen
Yes.
and her child, or are you talking about the new queen?
And
or the
her
old-
child.
It seems like even the forces that we are up against are confused about the current,
Even the,
like, who has the
Yes, I
crown?
should have said the dowager and the queen.
okay, great.
I was
Oh,
talking
just making
Queen
sure.
Lord.
I was like, is there a
Yes.
I mean, that translates to how
got
Droll would
me.
understand it.
Got it.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Just I wanted to clarify.
So,
Okay. Got it.
so the strange voice in your head wants us to kill the dowager and the queen.
Fel, do you have something?
This is a meta question to the DM. The scenes that we have been getting at the start of each episode, I can't remember for the life of me. Are they solely for audience, or are these things that our characters have been seeing?
Dreams.
Well, you dreamt during one of them, if I remember correctly.
Mhm. Yep.
Mhm.
You dreamt in one of them. So there was only one of those instances you actually saw, and that was the one where the fourth wall was broken, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Whereas all the
Can-
rest you have not seen. So you have general idea, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys to determine whether or not you guys think that this is related.
Great.
Could Droll, with his entire -2 to intelligence, make a history check to see if the voice was the same as the one from the dream?
That would be less of a history check and more of an insight.
Ooh.
Guidance.
All right, let's
Oh,
see how this.
Hey.
High DC. I'm going to say DC 20.
Oh,
No,
Lord have mercy.
not even with guidance.
It sounds somewhat familiar. It could be. But evil villains, this DM character just does the same voices for so many of them, so you don't know.
That tracks for Droll. I will be honest, I don't entirely know who or what it was. I tried to get information. They said, all right, that's a deal. And I'm like, hold on. And then they disappeared. Last time this happened, I ended up on a mercenary contract for about 5 years. It was not a good time.
So then we can probably assume then that the one who attacked the then princess in the crypt, the Tomb of the Kings, might have been related to this one, who gave you this potion.
That
Yes.
sounds like a reasonable assumption.
Or that someone trying to take down the flower cartel.
Think you're onto something, Drawl. We'll put that one in our back pocket for now.
This is going right on the fridge.
We'll
It
put a pin in it.
seems-
We'll put it on the vision board.
Seems silly, but he might not be entirely wrong. There does have to... I do believe there is a connection between the two flower girls that we saw and the princess, well, the queen.
I mean,
Just not sure how.
I still think it might be some sort of proxy puppet. Sort of.
Yes. But they didn't seem like her new demeanor. But they didn't seem like her old either.
Mm.
So I wonder if the queen has fractured into pieces.
Well, could be there is the queen, and then there is the fae. Working in partials. Pieces of disparate beings creating a whole.
Karen, have you ever heard of anybody inhabiting multiple bodies at the same time?
You said Taryn, right?
Yeah.
I mean, only you have to go to special clubs for that, but
You see Sephi's eyes kind of roll back as they reluctantly allow this to happen. I don't know. This situation with this one and I is very unheard of. It's possible, I guess, if they occupy the same being, but I've never heard of... Are you talking like 3 individual people being the same or more?
Yes. Hopping from body to body?
Oh, like a poltergeist. No, I don't have information on that. Sounds very what do they call them? Isn't that a thing that liches do? They have multiple bodies?
Liches have vessels in which they can contain usually just one that contains their soul, but they can have multiple containing different pieces. Don't ask how Alan knows that. You shouldn't.
Yeah, I literally was typing in the notes. Alan somehow knows about liches.
Every one of us
Literally
flinched
was
at the
like-
mention of it. Every
Yeah,
one
we
of
all
us
was
like,
like,
oh shit.
Yeah.
oh no.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe he remembers something. Maybe he was a scholar in a former life. Who knows?
Well, I don't know. Is that our working theory right now?
Something like that. You know about quite a few different things, don't you, Taryn?
Well, I am quite old.
How old are you?
Wow. Math is such a great question. But I really don't think
I
you
mean,
should be
I do
asking
like
people
an
like
older
how old
man.
they are. That's a little...
Well, when this person is seemingly friends with the constructor who is writing down information that they might have had at one point about immortality Age starts to be less of a rude thing to ask about, I think.
Well, if I were to put it into perspective, it's
I mean,
the
I'm
year 631-ish. So I'm about 650 years old, but I stopped counting.
So you would have seen you would have seen and lived through the Shattering.
Yes. The rise and fall of every glorious fucking queen and queen there was. Some of them were right fucking snobs, too.
Well then,
Is your whole family like this? Or is this you are like the central piece of the Will Tamer name and hence they keep you alive forever?
Oh, I won't tell you all my secrets. That wouldn't be fun. Steffi unnaturally is going to reach out and just poke your nose.
well then, tell me, since you've lived through all these past kings and queens, you know of Queen Larencia's disappearance then, I would assume. Do you recall that she seemed different when she came back?
Is it Queen Larencia?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. She's the one who got
Yeah, she got kidnapped and then Waldron.
No, Larencia is the current dowager. Dowager Larencia.
Yeah.
Queen
but then
Alyssa.
no, that's the one that died.
Oh, that's right. I'm mixing my stories up. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yes. Larencia got kidnapped. Correct. You're right.
Mhm.
Don't give me that. That is true. That is just me forgetting. Don't look into that. I saw Kamika going like, oh, and I'm like, no, that's not a Freudian slip. Trust me, that is true. I'm telling you that. I would not. I'm gonna foot stomp that for a second, because that is actually very true.
All my theories now out the window.
No, that is actually very true. Very true. That is just me forgetting, because there's so many fucking names. Yeah, they disappeared. Larencia had disappeared for a little. Was kidnapped by the Satyr King, and then that's where Prince Krasnar never came back from that, nor did some of the people that went with him. So,
What were you told happened to Prince Krasnar?
well,
the people
rumor has it
told?
he just didn't come back. That he was lost on the journey. It was a perilous fight. Some say that the adventure you go through when you go through the tree is unlike anything else. That it's very, very taxing. It could almost eat your soul out.
The tree.
Yeah, that's how they get to the Fae.
Do you know where this tree is?
No, we've looked for it a few times. The Will Tamers never got too close.
But you know who does know where it is?
I'm sure someone at the Arcane Tower would be able to point you in the right way.
And Lord Sinmonder.
He does. That's true. He's been there once before. I'm sure he could guide you there.
Thank you. By the way, Taryn, what happened to your original body?
Who says this isn't mine?
Is it?
I did wonder about that. But that I did think would be impolite to ask.
Politeness. What's that?
Surely something you've never heard of, Fel.
I'm gonna give Alan a fist bump.
Oh!
Vine boom.
Oh my
Is that
god.
going to be the key to our success? Vine booms.
Well then.
you'll see Sephi kind of return to their body as they regain control and get grossed out that Taryn was in control for so long.
So either Taryn has been placed inside of bodies countless times over hundreds of years, or this is the first time. I wonder.
Questions?
Interrogate Sephi when they get back.
Yep.
I'm curious.
As you all sit there and have thought about some of the things that have happened, you notice that the rain starts to fade away a little, but the clouds stay over this purple, ominous, deep, royal purple cloud.
Presumably, we are in the process of taking a short rest.
You can absolutely take a short rest, yeah. For this, makes sense.
Can I attune to the diadem during this? That lets you talk to plants? And can I is it like made of metal or is it like made of like vines? Because Alan's not a flower crown kind of guy.
It's made out of a bronze a copper that is turned green from oxidizing.
Yeah, I guess Alan's gonna wear a flower crown for a bit then, because he wants to see what's up with this. He wants to talk to. Sure, he'll talk to plants. Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Now I have to draw a picture of Alan in a flower crown. No, I have to make a 2014. I have to make a 2014 flower crown Tumblr edit.
Where are you guys off to? I lost a toy that I play with during stream, and I'm sad.
Oh no!
Now that the rain's gone, perhaps
you don't like playing with us.
We should head back to town.
I agree.
And my sister's here. Stop it. All right, you can head back to town. Let me get you. Let's see, world maps. You guys get this one.
I'm still in shock that I accidentally made a deal with something without knowing so, but it's also on par for the very good, the very bad, no good
Watching
week.
Kamika's face, though. Kamika and Kate just went, oh, no.
In my defense, I wasn't trying to. If I accidentally become a warlock, I'm going to lose my shit.
I think it is less that a proper deal has been made, but more that the promise of a deal is there. Yes. That this is something that is working, that is telling us, is saying, continue doing what you're doing because they are working in parallel, if not slightly perpendicular.
Gray area because you didn't technically say no.
Gray area, yes. It is.
You offered a... You offered a solution. You offered currency.
You did make an offer.
I said IOU. Do they accept it? It's complicated. I got a potion out of it. We'll find.
This is like if I go to the store, I'm like, "Do you take Apple Pay?" And then they take the money out of my wallet.
Yeah.
Like what? No, that's not how this works.
It's the "Do you take Apple Pay?" Beep. Yep.
They were two things.
Yeah.
I did not sign the terms and conditions. I also did not read them.
Yikes.
Read before you sign, kids.
I'm sorry, quarry and penitentiary? Do they put people who are arrested to work in a quarry?
That's what it sounds like.
God, is this the state of California's firefighters? Sorry.
It's okay. With that, Fitz, can you roll me a d6?
Damn it. What did I do besides be correct? All I did was be right. That's a
silenced
3.
her because she was right.
That's a 3 draw. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Lightning.
Give me something good. Shit. Hold
Don't
on,
you-
I may have
DC
some.
13 dex save.
Don't you have advantage?
Oh, hold on, I'm trying to
Engineer
see.
Seppi, does she have something for saving throws with
Yeah,
her
plus
aura?
4 or something. Plus 3 or plus 4.
Okay, so with let's see, it's her charisma modifier. What's her charisma modifier?
Oh,
Or,
is Teddy's charisma?
Well, with the 3, it brings me to 14, and I pass.
For protection, 6th level, friendly creatures, it must make a saving throw. The creature gains a bonus of your charisma mod. And their charisma mod is 3.
Well, I had advantage anyway, but I passed with the boost.
Okay, so you're gonna take half damage.
Hey, is this a magical effect?
No. You're gonna take half of 33. That's gonna be 15, 16 points of damage. As a green light of lightning just comes crackling from the purple clouds and strikes you right on the back, Drawl.
Oh no.
I'm gonna drop down on my knees, look up, Magic Man.
God.
How do these things know where to target us?
Yeah. This
Maybe we should
lightning
keep
is-
going.
I think continuing to move would be good.
I would like to be anywhere but here right now. So let's go.
You continue through to Onedbeer. Do you guys have anything before you guys get to Onedbeer?
The plants outside.
Yes.
I'm
You
a
guys-
I don't know if I have the thing for the actual crown, but I think it just casts speak with plants.
As you guys get closer to the outside of Onedbeer, you notice that what you guys used to see was these short spiky barbs that were kind of crawling up the sides of the wall of Onedbeer started to actually continue up the wall. They're almost at the peak of the wall. These entire thorn-like vines. They seem to kind of start to head up and over. The grass has started to completely die away, and from a few hundred feet out from the city of Onedbeer, you see as this pink tubular fungus starts to grow anywhere that water starts to kind of accumulate. You also see that there's like pumpkin vines growing out from the bottom of the wall, kind of reaching out. You see as they kind of like curl up a good 3 feet into the air. It's almost as if they're like they have hands reaching up at people that are kind of walking by. What would you like to speak to?
Okay, so there's the pumpkin vines, there's the thorny stuff.
There's the
Fungus.
triple
the
spiked
fungus.
barbed and the fungus.
Okay. I want to speak to. I'll start with the pumpkin vines. So you imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances.
Ed, what are you going to ask this vine as you cast this? You see as the vine kind of trickles up, it kind of forms this hand that kind of like almost is like it's waving you closer.
What sort of plants are you?
Are the plants that you want to come close to? The plants that want to embrace you.
Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah. Giving Audrey too.
Wow, this is bad.
Do we hear this,
These
or
plants
is it
are
solely
evil as
Alan?
friggity frack.
Only Alan would hear because they have the ability to speak. You just see Alan speaking to a plant.
wearing a flower crown.
Yeah.
So it's this
7
Sick.
flowers.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm
It's
just going
basically
to
Tumblr.
Yeah. So, do you have a name?
Names. They don't matter. We all
I
turn to
suppose-
dust and to dirt in the end.
I suppose names.
But if I
don't
guess
matter
if you were
to
to
us.
categorize, perhaps something like a stranglevine.
See, you say that, and then that doesn't really make me want to get closer to you.
Wait, it wants you to get closer to it.
Yes, it wants. It is the plant that wants to embrace you.
Oh,
I mean, isn't that everything?
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
No.
Are you related to the Thornwood Stranglevines? Sorry, I can hear them.
So
Hear your blood sing.
interesting.
Show tunes?
How it feels about fire?
How do you feel about fire?
We all turn to dirt in the end.
Yeah, that tracks for a plant. Why are you here? In this place? You were not here a day ago. Why here? Why
Can't
now?
I belong? Can't I exist too?
Certainly, but I suppose I should know better than to ask something that isn't abstract for an abstract answer.
You know what?
I'm gonna it lasts 10 minutes, so I'm gonna I think I've gathered enough information here.
No more? You sure?
Yeah. I don't know what else to ask, so I'm gonna turn back to the party and say, my initial analysis was correct. Do not touch any of these plants.
sounds good. You heard that?
We'll return to dirt in the end.
Oh,
That
it's
is their
well,
refrain, which is true.
it is true,
Everything dies.
Which like
everything
facts,
ends.
but
but like maybe not
Everything-
today.
Except for the
Everything
constructor,
dies.
apparently.
Everything ends.
True.
Ask it if it knows the flowers from the creepy kids. I don't know. That's the
Is it-
meta owl.
Is it better to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune and take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing in them? We should continue on.
Okay. What was that? Was that a poem?
What? What was what?
You all heard
Do
that,
it
right?
again.
I look at everyone. like,
You should. What? We should keep going. And it's just, ignoring the concerns of Arturo. Just
insight check. Are you okay, friend? I don't think you're okay, actually.
Alan's never been okay a day in
with
his
that,
life.
you can make an
Insight?
insight check. Make that against Alan. You can make a deception or a persuasion, whichever one you are doing. Don't tell us.
Oh, okay.
That's I like that rule from Critical Role because it allows you to either lie or not lie without us knowing.
A
I don't know.
dissuasion.
He's fine.
Okay.
It's just a weird little Alan quirk. Don't worry about it. He's fine.
It's good.
Oh,
Now,
Alan
as we
really
move
wants to go.
away, as we
Yeah,
move
he
away
did
from
tell-
this,
Yeah, Alan did say we should move away from the plan, so I'm assuming like, oh,
Yes.
it's time, like,
Don't
get away
touch
from
the
the plan.
plants.
Yep, come on, draw.
do we reach a point where the plants aren't growing? Or are they
When you
continuing?
step inside the gates, there are no guards anymore. You see that most of the houses, some are empty, or seem empty or quiet. No one's making a peep. There's a few people who are kind of ducking from awning to awning, afraid of when the next rain will hit. You see on the street, lying in the middle, a body of a man whose entire body's kind of like slowly caving in. You could assume that the rain has kind of taken away this person's life force, without getting too graphic. And there's doors that are left open to some of the houses where blood trails kind of come out. You see off down one of the streets, you see a woman with hair growing on the side of them, and on the other side of their neck, a bite mark. And you see them kind of skitter off into the alley as you come by. The town has quickly dissolved into even more chaos. And it's an eerie quiet as you all six of you are in the streets. Where are you headed?
Probably head back. Perhaps a roundabout way to make sure that we aren't seen, or at least followed directly to where we need to go.
Yeah. I think the lucky leap is sort of a landing zone makes sense.
Whatever happened to our friends at Shanty Way?
They're
You mean
fine.
You mean the people who scammed you?
Yes.
You're
And I'm
probably
going
on-
to approach the body that's on the ground.
Okay.
And just let my aura of entropy surround me. Basically just destroy the body.
As you kind of stand over it, it kind of just the evaporation of what is already happening to this leftover of a man, the shell just starts to crumble. You see as it turns to dust, and a wind kind of whips by, and you've noticed that the wind has started to kind of pick up every once in a while.
Yes. What? in
Yeah,
the
you
world?
just dissolved a body. I would say so.
Yeah.
Welcome to controlled chaos. Now then, where shall we head to?
I'm down.
See,
for one.
Arturo has. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you see, Arturo has frozen. Like taking in this scene, he's not. He is not moving.
Arturo. Probably the only one of us that's actually good. You can't do anything for these people just standing here. If you want to help them, then continue on. Trying to help these people individually will not be in yours or their best interest.
Draw's gonna put a hand on Arturo's back, just kind of nod knowingly, and kind of let's get moving. We'll make
He's
this right.
gonna. Yeah, he tears his gaze away from the corpse.
To the luckily.
Continue? Yes. Unless there's somewhere else, but can't imagine what.
I will reveal to you the soap and cream, which is right next to the lucky. It's the capital's only bath, sauna, and massage parlor, who is owned by a very friendly, blind female merfolk. The baths are not running like they normally do, and they feel empty. You see the typical gargoyle statues that would be outside have vanished. And you find your way to the Lucky Leap. Heading inside, down, actually just on the inside, they're not even in their secret compartment now. You see Ricky O'Tain and Lord Sin sitting at a table, both with a ale in front of them, just kind of sipping it solemnly as you guys open the door and Riccio looks at you and goes, welcome back.
Do you have another one of those?
Yes, we have plenty.
Drawl runs to the bar.
Alan is going to stop you because he works here and say, please don't. And Alan will get a beer for as many people as well. He's like, this is my place of work. Please do not.
Riccio nods to you, Alan, and also goes, hey, give him the good stuff.
All right. And I'll hit a button in the wall and a special secret tap comes out of the wall.
Magic beer.
No.
You see Drawl looking like
brew.
he is witnessing Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
It's got a bit of dandelion in it, so it's a little tart.
Yes, dandelion. Sorry.
What was that? You know what? I don't
Come
want to know. We're
on.
gonna move on.
Ice Age.
That was a deep cut.
That was a deep cut. That was
That's
a deep
not
cut.
even like I don't think anyone
You?
important says that in Ice Age.
It does. He's very important. He's the main character.
Oh my god, am I the Sid of the group?
And then it gets sat on, right? By
Yes.
someone. Okay.
Drawl's gonna sit in the corner and reevaluate his life, realizing that he is Sid.
I'm dead.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
Did you
Not
guys,
yet, but you're in the right town for it.
Riccio looks over. Did you guys get the key?
Tora has it.
Wasn't as
Yeah.
bad. Hopefully, you all came back in one piece.
More or less.
Relatively speaking.
Well,
How's
things haven't gotten better since you left.
Yes.
they seem to be getting actively worse, I would say.
By the way, the constructor is still alive, of sorts.
He's a ghost.
Oh.
Still tottering on, inside of his little enclave there. There's a dragon there now. Also studying. Pulled out some reading glasses.
Riccio kind of sits back. I thought today couldn't get more strange.
It's the end of the world. Things are going to continue to get strange.
Clouds of
I'm
spread
gonna talk to some
far.
plants.
What happened here?
Few more decrees. No one's allowed to laugh too loudly was another decree from the Queen, as it bothers them. So please do look out for that. What was the other one? No walking backward was a weird one. Apparently that offended them. Very big mood swings. They have been pouring out. They've honestly at this point just been putting the new laws on pieces of paper and just scattering them through the streets. Most of the people we know of the god are dead. Those who haven't turned. We are aware that the were-hellhound disease is contagious through bite. Well, the Will Tamers have gone in hiding. The Gorsos have started to align themselves. The Uncanny Vagabonds are the new rebels. Quite a bit going on. A lot of moving pieces.
Sorry, who are the Gorsos aligning with?
That's the Queen.
Interesting.
Unsurprising.
Where does that leave you?
Well, it leaves me right here. And Fel is going to turn and look out the window.
insight check.
On the
I
plus
would like-
side,
Oh,
go ahead and make that insight check.
okay. I would like
There's no more
to.
guilds, clergy, or nobles. Everyone's been stripped of their responsibilities. There's mainly just a tax system, so lots of
Tax.
tariffs.
A
Given-
tax system, you say?
Tax system, eh? My escapism!
You say?
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, could you do this
okay.
to us, Randall?
It's okay because you know what? In this world, we have a say in the matter. Okay, anyway,
What did you roll on that insight?
before I roll, given my familiarity with the Gorso family, does that affect my roll?
No.
Then I will guide myself.
Okay.
Period.
And you're just checking.
Well, I'm looking at him. I'm inciting Fel, but also I just be
Ooh.
knowing these folks are.
If you'd like to roll against it, Lord Fel, do a deception or perception check.
Yeah. Beats it.
Oh, is that what you rolled? That 15?
I rolled the 15, and I would have proficiency in my roll. Bates, either one, I would have proficiency in, and
Okay.
that would only be me adding 8.
So you do beat. What does Arturo gain?
You can see that Fel is entertaining the idea of joining the Queen.
Arturo.
There's a glint of it.
Arturo's so mad. Arturo will turn his. He like rips
Living
his
fight
face away.
words.
He's like, and just like that's it. He doesn't say anything. He's livid. It's obvious. Okay. Anyway.
Ricky is going to go on and say, there is no more clergies. The Court of Voices have been disbanded and centralized to the judiciary of the royal personage. No more perfumes. All of those have been impounded. We've heard the Queen likes to sample them for themselves.
Is that
I'm
what
on
happened
that,
next door?
Yes, they make their way in, and like you look around, and you see as the inside of the Lucky Leap is half torn to shreds, as like it's definitely been pulled apart. So it's going great here.
So next, we should probably start figuring out our next step, which is to get into the Emporium of Marvelous whatever's
Rarities, yes.
rarities. So,
Lord, go ahead.
so what do we? I haven't been there personally. Haven't done much tourism around town. Few weeks I've been here. What do we know about it?
You'll see as they kind of Rikio kind of sheds the sadness for just a brief moment. They kind of lay their hands closer, getting in the game and going, right, that's something I can do something about. I know what I know what I did. I know what I know from my ex-wife. Some things I'm sure still hold. Want me to just lay it all out there?
Yes. Any and all information that you have. Hold nothing back.
Okay, well, the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities has a bunch of traps that'll be difficult to get around. we'll obviously have to work with the Master Berto Ranbird. He is the owner of the establishment. From rumors that I've gathered on the street from our small network that we've managed to hobble together, he's managed to stay there. People that surprisingly, the shop has done significantly well as people are looking for rare items to stay alive in today's times. If that matters, but he typically has about 6 individual apprentices that he keeps with him at any point of guard. My wife was one of them at one point. The apprentices typically do chores, and my wife would man the front desk and practice spells, and they would have lecture halls. They, for the most part, weren't allowed to leave without the explicit permission of Master Bertio. My wife mentioned that there are 4 switches to get to the vault that we're looking for. I would like to come with you, as I know the location of all 4 switches. I could tell you, but it's probably best if I come along too. If you're open to it.
Well, we're gonna need someone to replace Felly anyway.
LMAO. Arturo looks at Fitz like, yeah.
Droll
You're
just
right.
sitting in his beer like, damn.
This
Go
time,
on.
Alan initiates the fifth bump.
Well, I appreciate it. He kind of shifts unevenly for a moment. Here, and he hands you a bottle of cologne. I managed to keep this one hidden. It's a cologne of dispelling. It has 6 charges in it. It'll be helpful. I'm hopeful. There are alarm spells, a private sanctum on the entire building, and magical effects on the corridors and stairs from guards and wards spells, and immobilize spells on all items of value. I mean this wholeheartedly. This will not be easy.
I have an idea. How difficult do you think it would be to get someone in there as an apprentice? Perhaps as a means, apprentices can't leave, perhaps as a means of letting the others in. Man on the inside, someone who can see, who can get an additional lay of the land. That way we have more than one person who knows the layout. In case
So which one are we
something
gonna kill?
happened to you. We have to, what?
Yes, 6 apprentices.
Only 6.
Never more. We decided
mean,
to go
that
that
could
route.
be
We have to decide which one to get rid of, and then we have to gain the trust of the master. We could do it, it's going to take a little bit more time.
Take a while.
My wife was able to get in because she was already well adept with magic, and then feigned ignorance to look as if the master was actually creating some sense of extreme progress. That took years to build trust. And there's no saying that if we go in there that we won't have to kill all of them to get our way to the vault anyway.
I prefer be. I don't.
Mm.
Depends
they-
on how
Seems
good
like
you guys are talking and stealth.
I mean, I've worked with them in the past. They've been reasonable.
And we do have someone, I believe, who is quite adept at taking out casters. Should somebody fall out of line, I assume?
Droll's gonna look at Arturo. I'm guessing he's talking about you.
I have a feeling it might not be Arturo he's talking about. Spell
Not me.
Eater.
Thrall's gonna finish his
Don't
drink.
tell yourself so.
Fine, but I'm gonna complain about it the entire time.
This could either go really well or really bad. That, or we figure out some way to, I don't know, lure some werehellhounds in and have them kill them, but they've been fairly avoidant of the place, and that's also very kind of fucked up to do. How desperate are we?
Yes. At this point, it's either succeed, die trying, or give up.
I'm not one to give up.
I'm fine with dying.
We're gonna die anyway, so. In case I don't make it through, there are 4 spells. One is a mosaic tile on the wall next to the lavatory. It has to be pressed. The other is a valve that must be rotated counterclockwise. It looks like it's non-functional, but it is. The other one is a painting where the arms and the clock must be face noon. And the last is a sconce on a back wall that has to be rotated. I'm hoping that my wife's notes are enough to know it when I see it.
Did you say dead?
Yes, a mosaic tile on a wall next to a lavatory that must be pressed.
Next to a lavatory.
Lavatory.
Okay.
The pooper.
Yep.
Otherwise, sorry.
See, I was trying to avoid calling that out.
I
While
was
still confirming that that's what you said.
okay.
The DM with this
For
wonderful turn of
clarity.
phrase and use of vocabulary. The pooper.
2 fortnights. An
Anyway,
otherwise seemingly non-functional valve
seemingly
must be rotated
I don't know what the fuck it is.
non-functional
counterclockwise.
valve must be turned counterclockwise. Okay. The painting where the arms must face noon.
Yes, and a sconce on the back wall must be rotated.
Scon. How the heck?
Oh.
Sconce. That has to what?
Be rotated.
Be rotated.
Sconce. I believe it's a breakfast biscuit or something.
Yeah, that's a scone. Well, a scone. It's not.
No clue how to spell that.
We don't have any of those in Verdun.
Sconce.
Stop.
We could check the bakery to see if anyone's there to make some.
I feel like there's more pressing matters at hand, but I will remember that for the future. Thank you, Fel.
Pressing.
So what is your plan? Our plan?
Well, the only idea I had is not a good one.
Any plans?
Yeah, I think we should avoid the dying part, but
I don't know if any plan is a good plan is really the attitude we want to take right now.
I say we try to come up with a more sophisticated plan. If all else fails, point me in the direction of where the spells are coming from, and I will block it while y'all finish everything up.
Do we have perhaps an image of the layout, blueprints, plans, anything that can give us insight as to how to get in stealthily?
You know what? I will send you a picture
Is it
via
possible
Discord.
to...
Actually, hold on, wait.
Is it possible, possibly, to stake out the joint?
You
That's
can
one
absolutely
way.
do that.
Have we
So-
tried talking to them?
You could
That
also do
actually
that.
might... That, you know what? Yeah, that's probably the best course of action.
I mean, I have like a business
You have a
relationship
rapport.
with these people.
Yes.
I can't imagine they're exactly thrilled about 90% of their customers getting eaten / turning into werewolves. You know,
Well,
think that
initially
might-
they said a lot, but I'm assuming they wouldn't have many returning customers.
I think that's his right.
there. You get a picture of the map. You get. I don't have it for you guys, chat. Sorry. It's not it's
join
not
the Discord.
One. I could drop it in the information. Yeah, I could drop it in that chat. There's a chat where we talk about like what goes on stream in our Discord. I could drop it there. I got you.
So there's an entrance, some vents, and I think the circled places are likely
the switches that we need to hit.
Switches, and anything yellow is an alarm.
And then while you're looking over this, Lord Sin's gonna kind of lean forward and go, "Aye, and then there's the matter of Nider Tyke."
Sin, you've gained an accent.
I sure did.
me and Kavika like like when?
And that's why I say the name of the NPC first, because I forgot what I did. Bing.
Times are truly dire. They're giving accents to everyone. Is that another law that was passed?
Yes, everyone has to change their accent.
That fog, it changes everyone's accent every time.
It's crazy. Have you heard
What happened?
anything about him?
Hold on. I don't think stream's hearing it. No, I need to delete this button. I'm playing the theme song in my headphones and I can't stop it, and it's at full blast. Again, I fucked up.
Oh no.
I deleted the button.
Yeah, get rid of that button, my guy.
Buddy.
The Magic Academy.
Is chat hearing it?
No, they're not.
Oh,
Chat hearing us.
man.
Randall is
Where
in
did
hell.
it even come from?
It's I mean, I don't know how you have your OBS set up, but I can imagine how you're doing it.
You know what? That's a great place to take a break. We're going to be back in 10 minutes. Oh, and welcome back. I can finally hear again. Isn't it a beautiful thing? I deleted that fucking button.
Finally.
LOL.
We don't use the old theme song anymore. We're new here. I'll eventually replace it.
When do we get our anime intro?
Once I learn how to
It's
animate.
$200.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Once I learn how to animate, we will get the anime intro.
Can I be one of your animators?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hands
I'll be one
down.
of your animators. I don't know how to. I'm self-taught. I don't know what.
We can learn how
Go
to.
for
We
it.
can learn. We can learn animation together. I know,
That'd be
like
so cute.
the bare bone basics.
I mean, you see my TikToks.
Yeah.
They're
I
like
can make
not.
stick people.
I'm not on TikTok. I mean, I'm on TikTok, but I don't watch. I don't watch TikToks. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'll
will
send you
open
some.
We're literally on TikTok.
Send it to me.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll send you what I did before.
Yeah. Send me your stuff.
All I do is open TikTok, like my daily Magic Academy TikTok, and then close TikTok.
See, I use
Get your
YouTube
daily-
Shorts, so I am in fact not better than anyone because I don't use TikTok because I use YouTube Shorts, which objectively is kind of worse.
We're on
Low-key.
both.
Check us out at YouTube. Check out our YouTube shorts at YouTube/Magic Academy RPG.
Yeah, check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe.
Wow.
You can get VODs there, so you can rewatch episodes. You can watch old episodes too if you need to catch up. Like, say, hey, you're like a new person here on TikTok, here on Twitch, here on wherever else we're streaming. Like, you can go watch a bunch of stuff. And then once you've caught up on everything, you'll be like, oh, but I need more content. So then you go to our Patreon and you sign up at the $10 tier or higher, and then you get After the Roll, which is even more content. We have We have so much content for you. Get
It's
the
true.
content.
If you don't,
That's
we'll
real.
fight
That's
you.
true. That is very true.
If you don't,
We'll cry.
cry.
Subscribe
Kaplan,
to
thank
the
you so much for the
$200
follow.
Patreon to watch Doofus crying for all the people not subscribed.
Go on our YouTube and watch our watch me and Randall play Trivial Pursuit. Try not to laugh against each other. That video only got 10 views, and that's criminal. Go watch it right now.
It's honestly criminal. I embarrassed myself too much for that. It's gonna pop off like 5 years from now and be like, oh well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Kaplan, thank you so much for the follow. We are so close to 700 followers. Thank you guys all for being here. We're gonna hop back into it. You guys are sitting there with Riccio Tane and Lord Sinmander. Riccio has divulged to you all that he knows of how to get into the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities, a feat that is definitely going to be challenging. Lord Fel looks reserved, and Lord Sin has information when you all are ready. What do you guys... I'm going to let you guys take the lead first.
So the other leads we've been chasing, or we've been told we need information on. Anything else?
Yes, that's when Lord Sin will kind of fold his arms across, kind of lean forward and go, oh, that's right. I gave him a different accent. You guys made me get sweaty.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh my.
I've been tracking down Narder Tyke. The uncanny vagabonds have taken up to become a rebel force against the Queen. Most of them want to stay here and fight back. Narder was one of the few people who actually knew about the way in and out of the castle, and the royal architect's secret passages. I found the location of his home. I was going to stop by there and check it out before I got anything else.
Suppose it's worth a look.
Rumor has it that Fitz, do you know a what's the name? I'm gonna say it correctly. A terrace?
Yes.
He's been leading a lot of the charge. If I remember correctly, and the notes that I think that I gave you, he's the right-hand man for a lot of the uncanny vagabonds, and has become somewhat of a figurehead of the rebellion.
That would be Gren,
He's been-
but yes.
Correct. He's been holding around Grin. Is Terrace the leader? Is that?
Paris is leader, Gren is the right hand.
Got it. Terrace is leading the charge, pulling around Grin, saying that he's some rightful heir or something.
I laugh a little. That would certainly be interesting.
Terrace is hoping to sit Grin on the throne and overthrow the now queen. But obviously the Dowager Florencia would not have that happen, so it's been they've been hunting for any of the remaining royal knights, as well as Terrace and Grin.
I cannot can't really speak either way to that heir idea, but how do you feel about it, Lord Sin?
This has been tough. I feel like in a lot of ways I'm to blame for so much that has gone down, and yet there's still a lot that we don't know. The Queen seems to be everywhere all the time. People are turning, and friends that I thought would have on my side have left. We're down to a few remaining Knights of the Crown. Riccio here, and you 6. As far as people we can truly trust. The uncanny vagabonds being the rightful heir. I'll say it this way. I know that they are disparagingly looked upon as they are people from the outside. But if Grin were to take hold, I would follow. My goal is to serve the rightful crown. That is my oath.
I had an inkling of whether or not it was true, I would tell you. But I don't.
I'm sure time will tell.
But as it stands, I'm glad someone is out there fighting.
I've gone ahead and sent 2 of the knights out to what we think is Nuttertyke's house to see if we can catch a lead. If Gren is indeed who they claim to be, then they need our protection. I'm sorry you all got mixed in this. Sorry I failed you.
Best
I
not
don't
to
think
dwell on the
it's-
failures. Best we can do is move forward.
What did the plant say? We all turn to dirt.
We all return to dirt in the end.
A little morbid. There are the growing concerns of the plants. They seem to have taken on much throughout the outer walls. The rain
I can
comes
tell.
and goes. There's a wind that knocks people over.
If there's one thing I can tell you about those plants, it's don't touch them. Should you venture outside the walls, they want you to succumb to them.
And most of us are learning that we can't sleep in peace anymore either.
Visits.
Yes, apparently the Queen has an affinity for the nightmares and the dreams. Some are even calling them the god of dreams. Since all the other religions have been dismantled, all the clergy wiped out, they're grasping for someone to worship, why not them?
The divine right of queens. Religions never truly disappear, they simply go underground.
Something else will take their place.
If there's anything left after this,
Sound like we've lost already.
While we still breathe, we have not yet lost.
forgive me, I haven't slept upon a while. My mind is getting the worst of me. Fear brings out the worst in anyone.
Remember, hope isn't a feeling that you can pull on to get the warm and fuzzies whenever you want. It's a choice you make every day.
And what's our choice today? Where shall we head to?
Our choice today is perhaps staking out this emporium, speaking to the people inside, Fitz leading that. And, finding out where loyalties lie.
I look at Feliosos. Yes, I think we should.
Some people are going to have to make choices.
Unfortunately, we can't continue until they do.
You can always continue.
Not with you.
We can continue.
Oh, Fitz. What, just because I'm a Gorso means that I can't be trusted? You're going to use my lineage against me.
I'm going to use your loyalties against you, Belly. I don't know where they lie anymore.
Do we know where anyone's loyalties actually lie? I mean, why not talk to Sephi here? I mean, the rest of the Will Tamers went underground and they're not fighting. But you don't seem to care about that.
Whether or not Sephi themselves is a Will Tamer remains to be seen. But regardless of where my loyalties are, Alan's, Arturo's, Strawl's, we share a common goal. And I can no longer say that you do the same.
Quite frankly, my goal has never been aligned with yours. My goal has always just to have fun. I don't quite frankly care who sits on the throne. Whether it's the former princess, whether it was our former king, whether it's this other one who claims to be the king, whether we're just making way for the previous prince to take over as soon as we kill the current queen. I don't quite frankly care. But if you want me to stay out of the way, I can do that. Of course, then you'll always have to look behind you to make sure that I have not gone to the queen to tell her of your plans. But you can also use me as a way for escape. I can get you out of a situation very easily.
Could get us out of the frying pan and into the fire. Well, right.
Where we're going, everything will be fire.
Brimstone.
So then what will you do, Felly? Are you with us or are you against us? Will you turn on us or not? You should answer plainly.
Let's see.
Has he even decided that?
I have not decided. I mean, I could throw my lot in with the queen, but she doesn't know who I am. The flower girls, however, do. And I'm not convinced that the flower girls that we have seen are entirely evil. And I am not going to lie, I am not a good person. Definitely not like you, Arturo.
I think in a situation like this, it is a mistake to rely on things like good and evil.
Precisely.
War makes for strange bedfellows.
And, as it were, I am considered the black sheep of my family, even amongst the Gorsos. They don't like me that much. So who's to say? Might be more fun to rattle their chains for once.
Then don't think about it in terms of good or bad, right or wrong. Think about it in terms of what will you do and what won't you do. So will you turn on us or not?
You're all fairly interesting. You all have secrets. And I want to know where those secrets lead. I'll be with you. Until somebody else sits on that throne. How about that?
believe that's all we can ask. All of us have our pasts. All of us look at me. Most people believe Vordani are untrustworthy and will turn on you in a moment. I like to think I'm not that. Or are we to judge Felly?
And let's be honest, our spellbreaker friend here could probably eliminate anything. I try.
Well,
Make a good point.
So I guess that just means you'll have to keep an eye on me.
Advocate for the devil as much as I hate to. He is useful.
you
If he
did help us out in
maintains-
that bind with the awful worm.
And if he maintains what he's just said, I don't think we can trust you. But I don't know if it's worth it to throw you away just yet.
Then let that be a
And
lesson.
if you do betray us, I will take vengeance, and I will see you dead. Even if it is the last thing I do. It's a threat and a promise.
Good. Keep that trust light. Who knows how many people you can actually trust around here?
Not all of us have the ability to read someone's mind, figure out their intentions. Right now, I think we can give you benefit of the doubt.
It's not benefit of the doubt. It's rolling a die.
I made the mistake of trusting a Gorso once. I won't make the same mistake twice.
That is very good advice.
Fitz, what do you think?
Well, if he's really just looking for fun, I suppose we have to keep him entertained.
I quite frankly have no ambitions for power. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do want power. But I don't want responsibility. So I can assure you, if you're thinking that I will sell you all out so that I become king, I can assure you that's not happening. Now then, shall we be off?
Suppose we shall.
I need to
Before
know.
we
Go ahead.
before we leave, is anyone exceptionally exhausted or feel like their energy reserves have been depleted in some capacity?
Maybe
Might benefit
longer
from
rest than
a
before.
rest that
It
lasts
might
about
actually
8
be
hours.
beneficial for us to rest before we just kind of head out.
We're talking
That
emotionally
actually
or
might be a
physically?
good idea.
It's definitely something you guys could do. Take a long rest. If you guys would like
Probably
to.
a good idea.
And with that, I'll allow you guys to either choose to go out before it gets light, to go in kind of a little bit of the night, or just as it starts turning light.
I'm pretty staunchly against going out at night in this current
Yeah.
climate, but I also am pretty convinced that I'll be able to chat with my friend and be like, surely not, right?
Who has the hellish sacrificial dagger from the old grinder? Fitz. It was a very interesting conversation that you just had. One that I would say, the dagger glows warm in your pouch and starts to heat.
I know it could do that. It's crazy.
A little uncomfortable to you. You could choose to hold on to it if you'd like.
I think it's still probably pretty useful. If anything, it's valuable.
Sure. Okay.
But is it? Is it just hot? What is it? Is it mad? Is it excited? Is it turned on? Like, what are we looking at here? Like, it could mean a lot of things.
It could mean a lot of things. And it's going off of the DM's interpretation of how your character has shifted over the course of the last 10 episodes. And it has caused a reaction with the dagger to where you sense heat coming from it.
Maybe it enjoyed that I threatened the life of my party member. Maybe I'll keep doing it.
Does anyone know Fitz is threatening us a lot now? I don't know what's happening here.
Weird.
It's all right. Fitz has to get up close.
I'm gonna stab you. Good seeing you too, Fitz.
Let's see. Kate, roll me a d6.
Okay.
Oh,
I swear if it's another 3, I am going to lose my
no.
mind.
Five.
Roll.
Yeah, 1.
2.
Ellen.
Oh, that is Alan.
Never get anything.
I know, right? I'm like, I want something to happen.
Listen, that was me in the last campaign. I was like, I never get cool stuff. Everybody else in that campaign got a special moment where everyone else had to take their headphones out, and I got nothing.
You got haunted by a pirate.
I did. That was
Yeah.
okay. That was my fault, though.
Alan, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh no! Why would you
No.
ask me to do that? Of all things.
Oh,
The
no.
lightning bolt goes through the building.
That's a 10 on the die for a 9.
You failed.
Buddy.
Oh no.
I have a negative wisdom score.
I thought
When
monks
you
were supposed to
wake
have
up-
high wisdom.
They don't need to.
It's not a legal requirement for the application.
Not a requirement.
You just have
Um,
unarmored defense.
Alan, as you wake up, you have dreams of that beast in that cave.
Are you guys
Just to
doing like
set
this?
how terrifying it is and how much it really gets to your head. And I won't go into detail,
Thank you.
but you will wake up with 6 points of damage, psychic damage.
Okay.
And
Honestly,
you'll
I
hear
should
as
be.
you wake up.
Honestly, I should wake up every day with damage. Let's be-
There's another way to
if it's not nightmares from her, it's nightmares of the past he can't remember. Yeah, Alan does not do his morning routine that day. Normally he's like Alan is very disciplined and regimented, and he will often wake up quite early, run 5 miles, and then eat and stretch, and he has a whole like very regimented routine that he goes through that is the same every day. But I think today he just wakes up and like the left side of his face where that scar is just hurts. And so he's like, I can take one day where I don't do this. And he's going to none of you would notice this because none of you would know that he has a regimented morning routine that he does, but he stays in bed a little longer than he normally would.
You all wake up with Rikio kind of itching to go. He's kind of scratching himself nervously. Are we ready for this?
As ready as we can be.
All right. Let's head out.
I
Don't
know
walk
we do this
backwards,
every
everyone.
campaign, but every time you say "Let's go," I keep hearing the Door of the Explorer music, and I wish I didn't.
Come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go.
I'm gonna be honest.
So-
I don't know off the top of my head which one it is.
No, isn't it like up here somewhere?
I thought so.
I thought it was
Oh.
like right here,
Oh, it's
like
right
this
here.
little pink building.
You were so close. It's
Oh,
right
I
there.
was so close.
Still in the North District, close to the Coin District. You find your way to the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. And as you get to the outside of this large shop, it's beautifully made, but you see as the dilapidation has slowly set in from the rain, as some of the paint has kind of rubbed off and started to boil off the side of the walls. You see as people every once in a while will kind of pop by, and you'll see there's one person just staring in, looking at all of the different magical artifacts. It's a little bit more popular here in the Coin District as people are kind of grabbing the important wares. And as where this store in the past would have had a lot of different clientele, it seems like it's specifically catering to the very wealthy right now. And those who actually have a lot of money to spend on important items. You see as someone kind of like has a glass bowl full of a potion, kind of hits the door. The door kind of jingles a little bit, and the sign kind of rumbles back and forth as he kind of looks your way and heads off down the street. The windows are inward, opened inward, and they're wooden frames with a single layer of thick glass. What are you guys doing?
Well, I suppose we walk in the front. Fitz leads the way, does all the talking.
I mean,
You know these people.
yeah, I know these people.
You have a. You said you have a business relationship.
Yeah.
Assume that comes as a bit of rapport.
Insight check.
You don't really got an insight. I'm acting it like, yeah, I mean, it's a little more, it can get complicated with this kind of thing. I don't know if they know who the supplier was.
Oh.
So, the thing we were sort of relying on might not be as reliable as was presented.
Never, ever, you know? But I do know I'm hopeful that my impression is correct. And it's a little better than, you know, sending Drolin giant mace out
Yes.
ready to commit several crimes, perhaps.
I do think that is perhaps we don't want to kill 6 to 7 people.
But if
I
you
think
all would
perhaps
rather
avoiding
wait
that.
out here, that is also fine.
I'd like to see what they sell. Might as well see if there's something useful.
And I don't mind being Plan B.
It might be
imagine
good
the
to keep a
prices have
couple
gone
people outside and a couple people inside. People outside sort of casing, looking around the outside, clocking exits and things. I can do that. I'm relatively stealthy. If you
I'm sure
do the talking.
Enrique's gonna speak up and go, I'm sure we just want to be careful not to set anything off. The entire outside, there's a lot of traps.
Yes. Not breaking in just yet. Observing. Clocking traps. seeing what sort might be on the outside to get a sense of more of what is on the inside. So if Fitz does the talking, I'll scout out here.
I mean, what's worse that could happen? They say no.
They say no, and we're no worse off than we are right now.
I cast Hold Person and you stab them.
Well, I can link mentally with one person, and I just need to see you to start the link. But then we can be at any distance from each other, and we'll have that connection for an hour. So, who should I mind link with? It'd be like a walkie-talkie.
It
Whatever
depends.
that
Are
is.
you going to go in or are you going to stay outside?
I can go inside. Then
you
I could
want
link with
to
someone
mind link.
outside.
You would want to link with Alan here, so we have constant communication with everyone around.
Yes, you have two choices with who to link to: the one whose brain is broken, or the one with two minds.
Hmm.
Well,
Charles gonna
when
lean over. He's talking about you, right? I don't have a lot going on up here.
I don't have two minds. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Let's be honest. We're all a bit broken here.
I don't
Some
know
of us
what you're talking about.
Some of us a bit physically.
I'm perfectly fine.
I'm absolutely
Anyways.
fine.
Ah, yes. The picture of perfect adjustment.
Yep.
And Felly's going to
Mama.
walk into the shop.
So, Otero will link up and I'll case the outside.
Oh, there do be music in Foundry for this one. Muted immediately.
I wonder what was happening. I could stop that.
I'm listening to my own shit.
Why would it do a dice roll here anyway?
Wow.
You should have command of your people. You see as you guys start to kind of head in, the door swings open, and a man kind of looks at you all and goes, "Pardon me," and then just kind of takes off, and a quick jog.
I can't move, so I'm gonna reload.
And as you step inside of this emporium, you see that there's magic items displayed in the store and shown
There we go.
in the windows facing the street. You're able to kind of tell that there's a lot of items here, which seems strange. Some of you magically inclined could probably easily tell that there's a little bit of illusionary work happening to make it look as grand as it does. The words above float in midair, much like they did in the games. Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. And from behind the desk, you see none other than Drenur Belgard, who, as you walk in, goes, "Welcome to the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. Your wish is our business. So how may I serve you today?" And you see this figure behind the desk.
Hold on, I want to
Floating
see.
glasses.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
I was just. I know. Okay. Okay, Randall.
Yeah. Oh, me. Yeah. Sorry.
Hit me up.
Yo.
Hit me up. What's going on?
What's up?
Was
The
that
person
Ricky?
who owns the Emporium.
Yeah.
They're not here right now. They're not like in this room.
Not in this room, no.
Cool.
You see two nobles who are kind of scanning some wares, but they're
and
not
then
here.
glasses guy.
Yes.
Sup. All
Mr.
right. Well,
Drenur.
who I don't know. Hello.
Nope.
Hi, my name is Fitz. It's so nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. What can I help you with? We have plenty of things to sell.
Yeah, I can see that. Wow, it's really something in here. There's, oh my gosh, is that a cloak of protection? Ugh, I've been looking for one of these.
Let's
I
see
want
here.
one of those, honestly.
I shit you not.
They're, like,
That sure
real.
is.
I know. I figured.
If I was not outside, I'd be purchasing a cloak of protection.
Wow, this quality is kind of exceptional. I really, not that I know too much, but this looks really well crafted.
Thank you. Would you like one?
How much do they run?
This one is 500 gold pieces.
Oh wow, what a steal!
Thank you. You're the
Wow, you never get too much. I mean, is this a question, or are your fingers just doing that?
For eventually, I will. I have a question, but not as important as what you're doing.
Okay, buttering him up. You mean? Wow, you know, I'm gonna pull it off the rack. I'm gonna put it on and be like, I think it might be a little big, but nothing that can't be altered pretty easily. Do you guys offer that kind of service?
Oh, sure. We do alterings all the time.
Alterations? Oh, nice. Beautiful. Perfect. I'm gonna
do it while you're here. We can have you sit in one of our lounges while we have some of our other ones alter it for you before you leave.
Oh, wow. I mean, you can't beat this 5-star service. I'm gonna lay it on the table and sort of like, I'm like folding it up and talking. So you know, not to bring the mood down too much, but you guys seem to be doing pretty well, all things considered.
Well, of course, when times are dire, there's no thing that you need more than some rarities to see it through.
Well, you know, I know my way around a magic item or two.
Don't you need a potion of healing, or perhaps an immovable rod, or I don't know, a potion of diminution, or a ring of feather falling, perhaps?
Featherfall, that one I do happen to have covered. And I give him a little wink.
What about a dragon slayer longsword?
Actually, I think I know someone who would love something like that. My friend Draw here.
Just kind of like look like I feel like knock something off a shelf and catch it. I'm good.
I mean,
hammer.
He's a bit of a brute, but I mean, he really knows how to work a sword.
Wow. I didn't realize we were in such great company.
I mean, he's a famed warrior. Don't mind his appearance.
From where?
Sarah, you know this map, Sarah.
From
I'm gonna chime
far
in.
off lands. It's not from this city.
Yeah, I know. I can't say where he's really from. I do remember that. I remember that.
No, like, do it.
No, let me scroll. I'm scrolling through the book.
In the meantime, do I notice who the two nobles are? Do I know what houses they're from? Or they like any of the major houses?
No, they don't look like any major house.
Okay.
Some of the smaller ones that might have given a little bit of land.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here. I'm gonna sort of cast the net out. Oh yeah, I mean, he's sort of an expat from the Talinar Hills. You know, House Caramosa. Served them for a bit. Quite the warrior. Then
Caramosa
moved his way down. That was a shot in the dark. God, I hope it was good. That was a good shot.
See Alan from outside the window just...
You're doing great! Good job!
Drawl is rolling his eyes, but trying to avoid it being obvious.
They are quite known for their swords and protecting the borders and the farms. Most of them were monks, from what I understood. And there is that matter of those mysterious mines and gems. We've done some great work with them.
I actually, you know,
Drawl is gonna reach underneath his pauldron and pull out a black onyx rings. Like, I have some experience in it.
Good job. I like under my breath.
Get back into his pauldron.
I'd be like, God, he's not as dumb as he looks. Are you? I was wondering actually. I in the chaos of everything going on outside, I was looking for a friend of mine, someone who you might have had dealings with. In fact, a woman. Her name's Nanushka.
Ah. I believe that's an issue for Master, but our master.
I would
Get him if you'd like.
That would be exceptional. I've really quite worried about her. We go way back.
Would you like to wait in one of our lounges? And he's gonna gesture off to the side door, to his left.
Above table question. Are you like looking for information, or are you actually nervous right now? Are you acting nerves?
I
could
wasn't
tell
pulling
you were
up
like-
Obsidian. I got my DM notes.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't tell if you
that-
were like, or if you were like, oh shit, where is this thing that I wrote?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. Draw, would you you know what? I will leave this with you. Please hold it for me. I'll probably grab it on my way out. And I'll leave. No, I mean not to Draw, to the person at the front desk, to the lovely Drinner. Yeah, and I'll be like, Draw, if you would, and I'm gonna toss a look at Arturo and Feli and be like, stay here.
I will send a message to update Alan with the situation. I'm just Fitz and Drawl just like did a really good job improvising. I don't even know what's going on. But now they're going into another side room, and I think me and Feli are gonna stay here, which is not a great idea. But it's okay. We're gonna be fine.
You find out
Nothing
how much
bad has ever happened splitting the party. Let's get
you hear back. If you find out how much a cloak of protection is, let me know.
It's 500 gold. Fun fact.
Oh, that's a good question. I'll find out right now, and I'm gonna go find
I'll
out.
pay you back.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile,
So-
Alan is like
Is it this one right here?
sneaking around,
No.
Okay.
sneaking around the
He's
outside.
gonna head off this way and open the door and go, please follow me.
Come on, Draw. Bodyguard.
I got you.
Feel free to step into this room. And if you need, we have a lavatory here.
Oh. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Of course, I will go retrieve the master for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll see you later.
Come on.
And he is going to straight up close the door.
The door closes and you see Fitz go, oh my God, I haven't done anything like that. You think I'd be good at this by now?
I think you did pretty good pulling out random territory, and somehow it worked.
Hey, I given what's been going on, I almost said that you protected House Gorzo. That would have been a real fucking flub right there. So
Yeah, that could have been a bad day.
also couldn't say where you're really from. The trick to lying is pretty easy. You tell the truth until you can't.
I'll try to keep that in mind. Wasn't there something we need to do? Like, wasn't there like a mural or something near the lavatory?
Yeah, was there the thing that was described? I wonder if Kate wrote them down on her amazing
I sure
spreadsheet.
did.
It's in the note.
That's
I
amazing.
sure did.
Let me check the Discord, aka my brain.
Right.
Um,
I got you. Let me go ahead and do this. I'll do
Was
this.
there a mosaic on that wall that we just walked by? Next to
not
that
on
lavatory.
that wall. Not
Okay.
next to the lavatory.
At least that eliminates you know? I can speak. I know how to speak words.
Is there is there sconce?
I'm gonna tell you
Where the
this.
heck is this going?
The door to the lavatory was closed. But what is typically inside of bathrooms?
The toilet.
Pile.
Pile.
Mm.
Put
You
that one
know,
together for you.
you know what?
Laminate,
Actually, I got a hashtag go piss girl.
Go piss, girl.
It's normal
crazy.
to do in a D&D game. There's nothing weird going on.
Oh, they're both
Sometimes you gotta take a piss.
As you step into the one on the right, you do
Okay.
see
I'm just gonna
an
powder
odd-
room.
gonna check it out. let's see this area. Check to follow. Make me a perception check.
Yeah, because I'm really wise. Draw,
step inside,
you follow me, and I close it. I'm like, you can't come in here.
Oh, my bad. I don't use a
It's
tree.
elegantly furnished and well-kept private lavatories, each featuring a porcelain bowl resembling a bloated fish. The porcelain bowls empty and clean themselves magically and are replaced with water with fresh batch that can be used even to wash your hands.
That's a
We
10.
don't just teleport the stuff away.
So it's one bowl for everything?
There is.
I hate it here. We need to leave now.
I love the medieval time we
Hey,
live.
at least it sanitizes itself magically.
You're able to find.
He said clean. He didn't say sanitize.
You see a mosaic tile that looks just a little bit different. You're able to press it, and you hear a grinding sound.
Oh. I don't know if I would have immediately pressed it, but only because I'm worried about getting caught in this moment.
Oh, up to
But
you. If you
like,
press it then.
If the way you just presented that makes it sound like I would probably press it and get away with it. So I guess we're committed.
Yes, you're not. It's not going to set off an alarm.
Sick, awesome, sick, nasty.
That you know of.
I flush the self-cleaning toilet and I wash my hands.
In
and
the
I go,
self-cleaning toilet.
In the self-cleaning toilet as well. Yes, absolutely. And is the door behind us here open? This one?
That one is closed.
I'm going to try this handle real quick on this door.
Go for it. You open it up to find yet another room, a meeting room.
Okay.
It's simple and equipped with functional furnishing, a large table, 6 comfortable cushioned chairs, a few glasses, and a water jug.
Nothing there. Let's go back and wait.
Fel and Arturo, as you're on the inside, before we go to Alan on the outs, you're going to see this noble pick up a potion of healing and walk over and go, just this, please. And Drunner kind of stops in his track and goes, oh, yes. That will be 50 gold pieces. Everyone in this chat should have a journal that's called the Emporium Storefront, and it should list all the items that are available to sell and the cost of them. So if you would like to buy something before you murder someone,
Yes.
Real.
I spent all of my gold on a sword that I lost in 5 seconds.
and the noble takes his stuff and walks out and leaves.
I
Where
don't
do I
see
see
it.
Is it under
Should be
compendium?
under- It should be under journal entries, but
No, we do not have a journal entry.
We only have quest heist of the crown of
Yeah.
Nadia.
here I could definitely do this.
Oh, hooray.
That show all of it or just the one page?
It shows us
Um,
the ground
Oh, all
level.
of it. Uh-oh,
It
don't
sure
look
does
at
show
that.
all of it.
Close that. Whoopsies.
Whoopsies. Not that.
Spoilers!
That was
I
supposed to
didn't
be
see
the
anything that
one
makes it any better.
page.
It just
Yeah,
says Snape
I
killed
didn't-
Dumbledore.
See anything?
Spoilers.
You can
Here, I'll just send it-
you
I'll
can
just take a
spoil
screenshot.
anything that woman's ever written as much as you want.
You see an
spoiler,
animated
Cappy's a
armor.
total bitch.
Let's see here. Let's see. Oathbreaker cast. Here we go. There you go.
Cool.
That's the storefront.
Hey, Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? I'm sorry, I threw you into this without like even asking. Like, would you sleep with that person if it meant we got what we needed?
Absolutely not.
Damn, I was kind of angling for it. I guess I'll have to.
Jenner's
take
gonna
one
walk
for the
away
team.
unless Fel and Arturo have stopped them. Make sure you guys.
Sorry, I
Did not hear you.
okay.
Alan, do you have something?
I'm sorry, I still don't see it. Do I need to refresh because it takes 8 billion years for
I
this?
put it in
for boundaries
Discord.
to load? Oh, in Discord. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Never mind.
That way, I knew I didn't share the entire layout of it.
Fair.
Did you hear? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, your mic just cut out for a second. You're good though.
Yeah, sorry, I bumped my mic and I disconnected. Hee hee. Hee hee. I wanted to buy something. Oh, hold on. Just kidding. No, I don't.
I'm like, I want to buy things, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah. Spell scroll 2nd level. Spell scroll 3rd level. I mean,
What's an immovable rod? What do you use that for?
Very fun. It's a rod that doesn't move. Literally, you
Like-
hang it in the air and
how
stays
much
there.
is a cloak of protection?
500 gold.
500.
Cost 500. Okay.
Yeah,
We look at.
I would like to purchase a cloak of protection, and I will pay Arturo back the 500 gold. So I will remove.
Yeah, I can do that.
from my inventory.
I'll tell Alan, like, oh, there is one. It's 500 gold. Like, yeah, to coordinate.
Cool. I shall. If you get it, I shall give you the money. And I
Sounds
run.
good.
I jog back to the door, and I hand you a little bag of gold, and then I
Oh,
go back
Ooh,
to
ooh.
sleuthing.
okay. Cute. Okay, let me see if I want something.
All right, Alan, I will go ahead and add that to your sheet.
The way that affected the weight in my inventory.
Oh, did you already add it yourself?
Oh, I didn't. No. I didn't add the item. I took out the money,
Oh, okay.
and the money made an impact in the weight of my inventory.
Let's see here. Cloak of protection.
Should be able to-
There is only one.
Yeah, and I want it.
Should be in
Boy,
your inventory now.
Me.
Sick. Nice. I will wait to equip that until I meet back up with the group for the sake of storytelling.
Spell scrolls only work if I can cast the spell, right?
I believe so.
They say here a spell scroll bears a word of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
Okay, you're right. That's what I thought. I'm thinking of the tattoos. That's what I'm thinking of.
The dragon marks?
No, the spell rot tattoos.
Oh.
They're basically like spell
I
scrolls,
was
but
really excited.
like, oh man, sorry.
Okay.
You guys can look through that and go through whatever. I'm going to switch over to Alan. What are you doing on the outside? Just message me what you want.
I'm casing the joint. I am walking around. Oh no, Foundry, did you get borked again? No, okay, we're good. I got concerned. I'm walking around. I'm like glancing through like these windows. I probably like scribbled a copy of the map so that the people inside had a map, and then I had a copy of the map Rikio made. And I'm just walking by, glancing inside the windows, and just kind of moving around the outside of the building. Just like casual strolling. Just a little casual stroll around.
You
around
are
the
able to kind of
building.
case around. You see what looks to be on the outside, the windows you're able to kind of peek through. You see a lot of living furniture. Honestly, from your little look around, it looks more like a house than anything. You don't see magical mysteries. You don't see anything going on. All of the areas you're able to see in are furnished and dinner tables or bedrooms. Nothing that really catches your attention. Very mundane.
The windows on the
outside.
outside, particularly the windows on this hallway, do those look openable? As I
You could certainly
cross-reference the map. If I go to one of these empty bedrooms, because some of them have a person in them, like this one has a person in it. So if I go to like say this one, and I try to open the window, what happens? try and open the window from the outside. And I notice on the map nothing is marked along these windows.
You go to like fickle around with the lock a little bit, and you see that it is locked. It is locked.
Okay, it's locked. That doesn't mean I can't open it.
Would you like to make an investigation check on it to understand the lock a little bit?
Sure. I'd love to do a little investigation check. And that's a natural 20 for a 22.
Then I'll give you a lot of information. The first thing is you could definitely tell there's an arcane presence on the lock.
Okay, so I would need some help, perhaps.
And as you
a key that's on Arturo.
As you feel around the window, you also feel what seems to be invisible bars, as if metal bars are hidden in front of the window as well.
Okay, so there's a couple things barring these windows. All right, I'm gonna continue moving around. I see this big living room area. Ooh, there's a dude in there. See a dining room. Do I see like any sort of like back door?
No.
There's only one door in and out of this place. That's a fire hazard. Oh, I can't get past here. Oh, I gotta go all
Their
the
wall
way
control. There's a wall there.
Yeah, and it won't let me go like further.
The other floors are over this way, so.
Oh, okay. Can you move me to the other side of there? Like over here?
You can make another wall, apparently. Whoopsies.
Because Alan realistically would like go in a little circle. There we go. Oh, look! I look in this window.
It's straw.
Oh.
Hello? Sorry, audio cut out for a second. What's up?
Alan's outside the window.
For the audio listener, Sarah and I made hand gestures at each other.
Yeah. I made a circle and then stuck my finger inside the circle, and then Alan went ew and then left.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so once I've gone all the way around the outside, I will go inside and I will stand next to Arturo, but like tell him in my thoughts, the windows are barred by a couple of magical things, some invisible window bars and some arcane locks. So I think whatever Fitz is doing is our better bet than trying to break in through one of the windows. And that's all like through our mind link. Mm-hmm. And to give a little bit of flavor to that mind link, whenever like the connection happens to facilitate communication, there is I imagine you would feel residuals of like very slight residuals of like what Fel saw digging deeper into Alan's thoughts. And like there's just this ever present, and I don't think I mentioned this when Fel dove in, but there's this ever present like shadow that sort of hangs over him, like this internal thing that just emanates throughout his mind of like you would get it very slightly because of the lighter connection than digging deeper into someone's brain, but like this burdening guilt that is untraceable and unplaceable, that just you get just a spark of every time the connection blips to communicate, just to give you a little flavor.
To piggyback off of your very cute description that
Very
I love.
cutesy, very demure.
It's very, very demure. Okay. Very modest. So I think Arturo has whenever he responds, it's kind of like a very soft and gentle, like almost like a hug, but very dreamy, and also with like a hint of heaviness, also unplaceable, and
so we are both weighed down by our
with some
pasts.
guilt. Yeah. burdened guilt. Absolutely,
We're both burdened with
for
depression.
sure. Together. Wow, depression and my D&D characters. Anyways, so he'll respond with you told him about there and there.
Yes. Alan will tell you about everything that he encountered, seeing a couple people through the rooms. Things look mostly very house-like, but they are quite locked down.
While Arturo was in the room while all this stuff was going on, he would have like tried to kind of, I guess, case the joint and like look around and see, like kind of get a layout of this room. Are there any blind spots? Like not cameras, but are there like any sort of like detection kind of magic or traps within this room?
You see two big lights on either side emanating from what seems to be some type of like dragon heads. You see heavily stocked areas. You see the door in the back where Drinner went to go get Master Bertio, and you see the doors to the right over here where Fitz and Drawl went to hang out and do a mukbang.
Okay, Master, is that so? Wait, let me pull up. Sorry, I started.
What I'm doing? Am I doing a mukbang right now?
Yeah,
I figured that
Okay.
I figured I was just playing the cup song for Drawl, and Drawl was like, "Oh my god, it's amazing! How do you do that?"
Sorry,
I'm trying to
I
teach
didn't
him how
mean
to
to.
play the cup
So
song.
over here,
What is
DM
this sorcery?
is where they went, and then over here is where Drenner went.
correct.
Okay, and I'll relay that to.
Cool.
As
Go
you guys
look
kind of look
around.
around,
Alan.
you all coalesce in. You see the door open in the back. And stepping through is Master Bertio Rainbird, who kind of looks at you, Alan, and goes, "Good day.
Good day.
Have you been sufficiently helped?"
Yes, and I show off my freshly purchased cloak of protection, which I did not realize requires attunement.
It certainly do.
I certainly do.
It
So
do,
Alan's
do,
just
do.
gonna look at these swords. Because he
It
was gonna
looks-
go investigate that door, and then that guy walked through.
Whoopsie.
It looks great. And you do notice as you kind of like flitter your eyes past them to look past them for a second, you see that the area behind them is covered in smoke. Almost as if he came out of the smoke. And he's gonna walk this way. And
May I ask, you're the owner of this establishment, yes?
Master Bertio, yes.
How do you acquire most of this stuff? Your sources.
And
Obviously, can't give away trade secrets, but
I really should do this because I think that this is important.
Grow a
I'm going to
mustache.
show you what Master Bertio looks like. You see this man who has this beard and goatee, swooped over hair, a big donned arcane cloak with the aesthetic of blue with a beige undertone. But one thing catches your eye as you look at Mr. Bertio. It is the green gem that is implanted into his forehead.
Ah. Interesting. Sort of a third eye sort of thing. I'm going to do my best to not make eye contact with that gem. I'm not going. I will not stare. That would be impolite.
We get all of our goods from all over Oathbreaker and through Aglarion, and even some trading with the nearby city-states in the Vordani.
Ah. You must be quite well traveled then. I noticed smoke in that hallway. Is everything all right?
Do not concern yourself with things that don't matter to you.
Oh.
My apologies.
If you
It was a pleasure
excuse
to
me, I have
meet
a
you.
meeting to get to.
Yes. It's good to meet you.
Pleasure's all yours. And they will walk away.
And that is period. Okay.
Go back to Arturo. You hear this shit?
That's why that other pleasant man is in the front and not him.
I think so. That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Good luck, Fitz.
Jeez. Okay.
Aw, jeez.
One final line of
jeez.
sass, and Brawl is learning the cup song.
Oh, jeez.
Master Brits is going to open the door and go, what the fuck is going on here?
Draw's like trying to
we
do
have
patty cake. Wait, what?
We
I
have
need
a
to
party
suss out information.
somewhat split.
As
yeah,
split
he's
as it
gotta
could
stay here
be.
for now.
Could be worse. Could be a three-way
further
split.
split.
Yeah.
Could be.
Couldn't be much worse.
I
It
could have
almost was.
found. I could have found something useful outside.
You could have snuck in from outside.
We could have killed Felly like 20
True.
minutes ago.
That would have been
Alan
crazy.
just outside. I found this awesome stick.
That's where we would have ended if we killed Felly. And we're gonna end tonight's session.
We can talk about that more in after the roll. We can talk about how all of my ideas
Absolutely.
are bad.
Yeah, you guys definitely spend the week trying to figure out how to break into here because
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
it's thick with the triple C. Alrighty. Let me pop over here. Where did my OBS go? There you are. Thank you all so much for coming over and watching Crown of the Oathbreaker. It's honestly an amazing adventure. I'm really enjoying the depths of everything that's going on here. But if you'd like to get more feedback on what's going on in the world, then definitely pop over to our Patreon where you can watch After the Roll. But we're about to head over and spill some gossip and some tea. Sorry, I'm not looking you in the eye. I'm being very rude. Hi, chat. Something. Anyway, as always, remember to be kind, to love one another. And we'll see you tomorrow for Curse of Strahd.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.